Uy, musta kayo lahat? Sana mabuti kayo na. Uy, tingnan nyo, dami pimples ako dahil sa mask. Kaso, kailangan talaga mag-mask kayo pag lumabas, no? Diba? That's very important. Let's all stay safe. Oh, it's so windy outside today. Today, I'm going to take a look at a video that's called The 10 Most Surprising Facts About the Philippines. Sana, it's a very nice video. It is made by an American blogger, as far as I can see, and I think she has actually been to the Philippines. It's always better to see videos where the people have actually been to Philippines instead of the video I reacted to a few days ago from an American blogger who's never even been to the Philippines and he thinks he knows about the Philippines. So guys, let's jump straight into this video and see what the 10 most surprising facts about the Philippines are.
In today's video, we'll be exploring 10 surprising facts about the beautiful and welcoming country of the Philippines. Oh, the Philippines, an archipelago wonder. A country that is a vacationer's dream, a foodie's delight, and a place that is known across the globe as one of the friendliest nations around.
Wow. So it seems like Sarah really knows what she's talking about. I know she's been here already, so that really helps a lot. Okay, so one of the friendliest nations on earth. My goodness, that's great news. And it's a wonderful tourist to visit in the Philippines because you have so many places to see. Now, beaches to visit, things to see, you can go shopping. There's so many things to do in the Philippines as a tourist. So, great start.
The Philippines has become quite the destination over the last 10 years, seeing more and more tourists flock there for the incredibly crystal blue waters, remote islands, and the freshest coconuts in the world.
Wow.
I was lucky enough to travel to the Philippines a few years ago and felt like I was surrounded by a beautiful oasis.
Oh, diba? Sabi ko sa'yo he's already been here. This really helps a lot. I know that we're getting more visitors every year, but we're still lacking far behind countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. We need to really promote this internationally. And we have so many OFWs. So guys, kayo you need to help to promote the beautiful land of the Philippines. Tell all your friends to come and visit.
It's actually the perfect place to get your scuba diving license if you're ever interested. I did, and it was a great experience.
Wow.
So if you've ever been, drop your comments below to let us know what some of your favorite parts of the Philippines are. In today's video, we'll be looking at 10 surprising facts about the Philippines. I hope you'll enjoy today's facts. I definitely learned some new things while researching some of the fun bits of information.
Great. So I'm very excited. I hope we learned something new. Whoa, sounds great. I hope we were going to learn some new facts today. If not, at least we'll just do a refresher course, right?
Fact number 10. The Philippines is the 13th most populous country in the world and the 7th most populous country in Asia, which is actually quite impressive considering its size.
Oh guys, look at this. This is before the white sand beach, this video. You see down in the corner, tignan nyo, there beside the American embassy, diba? They are still digging or making something. You can see there's like a backhoe or something. No? So right now, if you made a video right now, it will look so much different because the white sand beach is already there at the Rojas Boulevard, diba? And she's absolutely correct. There's so many people in the Philippines. Supposedly, we're already more than 110 million. And what I know is that the city of Manila is actually the most densely populated city in the entire world. Something like 44,000 people per square kilometer or something like that. It's crazy.
In July 2014, the Philippines welcomed its 100 millionth citizen. Interestingly, the annual growth rate of the country is about 2%, which makes it amongst the fastest growing countries in the world. Have you ever wondered where the beautiful country, the Philippines, got its name from? Well, the islands were actually named after King Philip II of Spain. The Philippines has had a lot of influence from other countries over the years, especially from the Empire of Spain.
Well, of course, we've been under the Spanish for more than 300 years, so there must be a lot of Spanish influence in the Philippines. And there is until today, which is really pretty interesting. It makes for a different kind of culture from the other Asian countries. Okay, so yeah, of course, Philippines got its name from King Philip II of Spain.
All my shopping lovers, this fact is for you. Filipinos are actually big fans of a good shopping mall. Out of the top 10 largest shopping malls in the world, 3 are found in the Philippines. The SM Mega Mall, the SM North EDSA, and the SM Mall of Asia.
Yes, absolutely. And I love the malls here. They are so impressive. amazing talaga, diba? At super dami tao talaga sa malls dito sa Philippines, no? Kasi sa ibang bansa, actually sarado na yung malls, eh. Like in the US, diba? I don't know why they are just not in anymore. I think it's because malls in the Philippines got their own unique style. You got everything there. You got the cinehan, you got the doctor, you got the dentist, you got the supermarket, you got the food courts, you got everything inside the mall. You even can renew your driver's license, get a passport, you know, stuff like that. And that makes the mall so much more interesting than in most other countries. And I have to say, when I first came to the Philippines, this was one of the things that amazed me the most. Okay, I know at that time the malls were not as big as today. Actually, Mega Mall just opened a few months before I arrived for the very first time in the Philippines, and I was just amazed at Mega Mall.
I can just see all of our shopaholic fans getting ready to book their flights for some solid retail therapy.
Right.
Now, when you envision the Philippines' geographical makeup, what do you see? Well, did you know that the entire landmass of the Philippines is made up of islands? Yeah.
Correct.
Which actually makes it amongst the top archipelagos in the world. Fact number 6. As a result of Spanish colonization, the Philippines' predominant religion is Christianity. 90% of the country actually practices Protestant Christianity, and the other vast majority practice Roman Catholicism.
Okay, well, for sure, I would probably have done it the other way. I would have said firstly Roman Catholics, because basically everybody here is a Catholic, diba? And it really plays a very important role in Filipino society and Filipino life, the Christianity, no? And then of course we cannot forget our Muslim brothers and sisters, especially in Mindanao. How are you guys? Are you enjoying Ramadan? Okay, so going on, guys.
Now, for all of you foodies out there, if you travel to the Philippines, you will not be able to leave without trying one of their freshest, famous exports, the coconut, otherwise known by the locals as buko. I was very surprised to learn that the Philippines produces and exports more coconuts than any country in the world, shipping about 19.5 million tons of this fruit alone every year.
Wow, that's a lot of coconut. No wonder there's been so much debate about coconut levies over the last many years. But I don't want to get into that because that's too much of politics. So
it's a lot of coconuts. All right, our next fact brings us to talk about jeepneys. They are a classic and unique mode of transportation in the country. They are a really fun, bright, and convenient form of transportation that many Filipinos use daily to get around.
Well, I love the jeepney. It's cute, it's fun. It really symbolizes the Philippines. Ang dami illegal terminals, diba? Smoke belchers. I really wish they would clean up the jeepneys. Now, I don't like the new e-jeeps that they're using. Sa akin, pangit yun eh. Why not make the e-jeeps look like the old jeepneys? No? Pwede naman eh. You can just make it really nice. Looks like an old jeepney, but as an e-bike or e-car, whatever they call it, as an e-jeep, diba? Pwede naman eh. So you still keep that special icon of the Philippines.
Even local cabs can be seen in the form of a jeepney. If you've ever seen one, get ready for the sight of these incredible little trucks. After the Second World War, the Philippine jeepney was created from the idea of the GI Jeeps American soldiers brought over to the country in the 1940s. All right, let's get into the more social side of things. Now, Filipinos are some of the most social and amongst the top texters in the world. It was actually reported in 2009 that 1.39 billion SMS messages were being sent within the Philippines daily.
That's a lot of text messages. Oh my goodness. And I just saw that the Philippines is the country in the world that uses social media the most. We are on average online for more than 4 hours every single day. No other country, no other people in the entire world is online as much as Filipinos. Considering we have a really bad connection, I hope they're not just sitting waiting online for it to load, but I hope that at least they can see something. So, pretty amazing, guys. You guys are so social, no?
The country was one of the earliest spots to adopt the method of text messaging for communication, earning the title text capital capital of the world from the mid-90s to the early 2000s.
Yes.
Understandably, Filipinos are celebrated for their social nature, being well known for their warm and welcoming, family and friend-oriented values. For all of you sports lovers out there, this next fact is for you. Filipinos are in fact huge basketball fanatic. If you've ever been to the Philippines, you'll know this fact to be true. And if you ever plan to visit, get ready to see basketball and NBA paraphernalia everywhere.
The only Asian country that really plays this much basketball is the Philippines. The other Asian countries are either playing soccer or maybe rugby or something like that. Now, of course, we play this much basketball because we were under the Americans for about 50 years, no? So we got it from them, right?
It is not uncommon for many of the young boys to be sporting popular American NBA team jerseys and to find a basketball game going on around pretty much every corner. Basketball courts can be found in just about every town, and Filipinos make it a priority to set up leagues at community halls. The Philippines Basketball Association, or PBA, is actually the second oldest in the world after the NBA. I had no idea.
Well, kahit saan meron basketball courts, diba? Sa barangay hall, even kahit sa bahay, kahit sa kalsada, diba? They will just put the basket there and let's go. Let's play some basketball, right?
Interestingly enough, many Filipinos actually get the opportunity to go and play in American colleges and then bring back their experiences to their home country to play in the PBA League. All right, bringing us down to fact number 1. There are about 175 languages spoken in the Philippines, with 171 of them being considered to be living languages. The other 4 tribal dialects have recently been reported to have no known living speakers. Some of the dialects you might hear are Tagalog, Bicolano, Waray, and Kapampangan. The country's official languages are Filipino, which is based on Tagalog and English.
She got it right. Finally, I hear a foreigner actually talking about the languages in the right way. No, Waray, Kapampangan, Bisaya, no? And then she said the most important thing, our national language here is Filipino, based on Tagalog, which is absolutely correct. I give her 2 thumbs up for being correct on this point.
Actually, the Philippines is the 5th largest English-speaking nation after the US, India, Pakistan, and the UK. So guys, thanks for tuning in to today's 10 interesting facts about the Philippines. Tell me what was the most surprising fact about it for you, and do you now suddenly have an urge to head overseas when the climate gets a little bit better for traveling? Let me know. I would love to hear from you.
Maraming salamat, Sarah, for telling us 10 interesting facts about the Philippines. This is basically the first time I've seen a very good fact channel talking about the Philippines where all the facts are actually correct and true, where they show pictures of the Philippines, not of Indonesia, Thailand, or Vietnam, no, not of Indians, no, and they're actually telling us real, proper facts. So I'm impressed with Sarah. I think I will head over to her channel and see what else she's got for us. So guys, what do you think is the most interesting fact about the Philippines?
Hey guys, leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think are the most surprising facts about the Philippines, especially for foreigners. Alright, so don't forget, as always, subscribe, like, and click the bell button, guys, and I see you next time. Salamat po sa inyo lahat. Bye-bye!
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click that subscribe button and of course the bell button so you'll be notified when we have new videos for you.